if you mess with settings or not.
Again, for you. Know what I'm doing?
Just focus on Camden. So I think you should do.
Oh yeah, I've already taken a picture.
I'm just leaving it on this one shot. We're not moving it whole day.
You may need to zoom in for over there.
We want a full shot of everything.
Is it just going to be Camden or their other signings?
No, it's just Camden's fine. We got all his family.
I know if it does, if you don't see it.
All right, guys, if I could have your attention, we've asked everybody to come in here today to, we're going to celebrate Camden Rhodes signing his collegiate letter of intent to continue and play basketball. So I'm going to hand the program over to Coach McGough and Coach Tapp.
All right, we thank everybody for being here today. This is a big day for Cam, as he's going to sign his letter of intent to play at Lyon and Batesville for Coach Tapp. A little background on Coach Tapp. He's a two-time Coach of the Year in his conference. They won the first conference championship in program history this year. So not only is Camden getting a chance to go play college basketball, but he's getting to go play for a championship coach and a championship program. We're really excited about that. 3 key points I want to hit with Cam. First and foremost, I want to talk about his hard work. You know, Cam's 6'2", 175. He wasn't gifted with a 6'5" frame. You know, the work that he's put in is the reason he can do what he can on a basketball court. You know, his abilities as far as pass, dribble, shoot, his leadership skills is all because of the things that he did behind the scenes. You know, there's a lot of nights he come in here by himself. He put up a lot of extra shots. When COVID-19 hit last spring, I'll never forget it. He was the first guy to call me, and he said, "Coach, they won't let me in the gym." I said, "Well, we'll have to figure something out." And so we did, and he was always willing to come in here and work on his own, and that's what it takes. You know, the second thing I want to talk about, you know, I want to talk about his leadership. And, you know, Cam's been an outstanding leader for us throughout his whole career. You could tell when I first started coming around when he was a sophomore, you know, people just kind of, they wanted to be around him. His teammates wanted to be around him. He tried to man the ship for us the best he possibly could throughout his whole career. You know, he had opportunities. You know, for instance, at the end of the game against Truman here when they beat us to end his career, a kid from Truman kind of tried to punk up, and Cam just walked away with class. And that's what he is, and that's who he is as a person, as a basketball player, and we're really, really excited for him. So now a couple of Cam's accomplishments. As he's been a basketball player here for us, he's a 2-time all-conference player in the 4A3, which I believe is one of the toughest conferences in the state, 1 through 6A. You know, our league is very brutal. Everybody we played against, they geared up to guard Camden the best they could all year long. They sent multiple guys at him, and he never wavered. You know, he always gave his best effort. He never received a technical foul, and probably because he knows I'd whip him if he did. But, you know, like I said, our league is just brutal, and everybody did everything they could to stop number 11, and they didn't do a very good job of it. This year, Camden was selected by the coaches in the conference as one of the top 4 players in the league. And that's a very big accomplishment, especially in our league, because it has a lot of really good players in it. And, you know, Camden, he's very, very deserving of that. And, you know, he averaged around 20 points a game. And not only was he our best scorer, but he was probably one of our best rebounders. Him and Tate, I think, were neck and neck, and both averaged close to a double-double on the year. You know, Cam had 3 games where he had over 15 rebounds, and that's hard to do at 6'2", 175 pounds. But you know, the last thing I think is probably the most important when I talk about Camden. You know, I think the greatest compliment you can give a player as a coach is Cam is an everyday guy. You know, he shows up every day. He looks at everything as an opportunity to get better. Over the course of the last 2 seasons, we had a lot of really, really tough moments, and Camden never wavered. He always come in the gym. He was ready to go. You know, me and Coach Wolf will walk into the office after practice. We'll talk about how it went, and not one time did we say, "Boy, Camden he wasn't all here today. He didn't bring it today." He brings it every day, and that's why he's going to have a successful career at Lyon. And so we're just really excited for him. We're really happy for him. I'm selfishly really excited because I can drive an hour and watch him play. You know, so that's a big deal to me. Me and Coach Tapp have a great relationship, and we're just so excited and happy for Camden. He's very well deserving of this, and you know, we can't wait to see what he does throughout his career at Lyon. So, Cam, happy birthday and congratulations. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Coach Tapp.
I'm not sure I can say anything better than what Coach just had to say about Cam, but you know, we've done a lot of these signings over the years, but this one is certainly different because we've had the opportunity. I believe Cam was coming to camps, 6th grade, something like that. So we've had a chance to get to know him and spend a lot of time around him. Actually, I was introduced to Cam and his family by David Brogdon, who's a Lyon College alum and Highland alum, and both his parents are here, Mr. and Ms. Brogdon, to support Cam today. So was introduced to the family by Dave and had a chance to get to know him through camp and then follow him and watch him grow up. I think, obviously, I won't touch on the basketball part of it. You guys know he does that really well, and I think he's going to be a tremendous fit for us in that regard. But it's really the personal stuff that I think makes the difference for Cam. So, you know, just like I said, getting a chance to know him, and people who know us and know what we value all recommend Cam highly. I don't know if he knows this story. So and some of you probably know Jordan Layrock, but he works out in the summer, or has been working out with Jordan Layrock. And so Jordan played for us, was a senior on one of our first teams at Lyon. And so he calls me over the summer and he says, "Coach, have you offered Cam Rhodes yet?" And I said, "No." I said, "Well, we're looking at him, and we like him, and we think he'd be a good fit." And he said, "Coach, you got to take this kid. He'd be a tremendous fit. He's a great kid, tremendous worker. You got to take him." About a week later, he finishes up working out with Jordan again, and Jordan calls and says, "Coach, have you offered Cam yet?" I said, "Jordan, it's been a week since you said something to me about it." "No, I haven't got around to it yet." He said, "Well, Coach, I'm going to keep calling until you do it." About a week later, same thing. We offered him probably 2 or 3 days after that last one, and his excitement to hear the news that there was a chance Cam was going to come to Lyon. Probably 2 or 3 days later, is that right, you committed. And certainly we love it when guys are running through the door to get to our place, but even more so when they can play and they're the kind of people and family that Cam has. So we're incredibly excited. We're certainly excited to have the opportunity to get somebody who's in our backyard. And like I said, it's a neat deal to watch him. Coach referenced the fact that he's 6'2". Cam has promised he's going to be 6'5" before he shows up. So we're going to hold him to that. And but like I said, it's been a unique situation to be able to see him in the Lyon College tournament, to be able to see him grow up and become the player that he's become, and like I said, even more important, the person that he's become. So last thing I want to say on this, I know we have a lot of alums that are really excited that he's going to be a part of this, and I know as the coach, I don't think we could have found a tougher kid or a better fit. So as soon as he puts the pen to paper here, we stop saying all the nice things about him. So go ahead, Cam.
Hopefully I can get through this speech without a lot of voice cracks. If I do, just ignore it, all right? So, first and foremost, I want to thank God for everything He's done for me. Letting us gather here today and do this. This is a huge blessing. I want to thank my family. I want to thank Dad, Mom, and Shane. You guys have invested a lot in me, and without you guys, it'd be really hard for me to be here today. I want to thank both of my grandparents. You guys have taught me hard work, discipline, faith. And I'll take that throughout my whole life. I love you guys. I want to thank my Uncle Robbie, my Aunt Rachel, my Uncle Jonathan for the love and support they've given me. You guys are loved and thank you. Coach Wolf, thank you for coming in my senior year, giving me the best shot you could. You know, you've been coaching me ever since I was 6th grade, and you know, we'll always be close and tight, and I'll always have your back, and I love you. Coach McLaughlin, you came in my junior year and you were kind of thrown into the fire. Young coach, didn't really know what was going on yet, but you came in, you took your but you know, the year and a half that you coached me, you've taught me some pretty amazing things. You taught me, you know, to be tough, be classy. You taught me, you know, when things get hard, don't quit. You know? And those things I'll always take with me throughout life. And I'll always love you and I'll always have you back. I want to thank my guys. Thank you for sticking with me, not giving up. Some of the best memories of my life. I always love you guys and I always have y'all's back. I want to thank Tate Isaacs. Most of you don't know, but he tore his ACL twice. He signed to play college baseball, which has always been his dream. He chose to come back and play his senior year, not knowing how to go. And he did that for us. Not for himself, but he did that for us. He's my best friend and one of the toughest dudes I know. Love you, Tate. Coach Tapp, thank you for giving me the opportunity to go play 4 more years of basketball. You know, it's always been my dream, and thank you. Looking forward to it. And I'm excited. And thank you to Coach Wagner. He's not here, but he's the one that, you know, recruited me. And he's always been texting me, and you know, he's an awesome coach. I want to thank the Brogdons real quick. There they are. Miss Brogdon, you know, you're the preacher at our church. You're a great leader. You've taught me so much ever since I was just a little kid and growing up. And I've always enjoyed coming to church and hearing you talk. Coach Brogdon, you taught my dad a lot of things, and he's taught me. And you know, you guys have been around ever since I was just a little kid. And Coach David Brogdon, you know, he's always been there. You know, he helped me with Coach Tapp. You know, giving me a lot of help and telling Coach Tapp a lot of good things about me. So, and like I said, you guys have been there ever since I was just a little kid. You know, little of Casey. So you guys are family. I love you guys. I want to thank John Parker and Jordan. They're not here, but they're my trainers. And, you know, they've busted my butt up to this point. And, you know, a lot of that is the reason why I'm here today. And I want to thank those guys. Coach Pepper, he's not here, but going into my junior year that summer, it was the summer of my sophomore year, I played AAU on Team Pepper. That was one of the best summers of my life. I met some good dudes, you know, went traveling, and I learned so much that year. And I love that guy. I always have his back. I want to thank God one more time, you know, for letting us gather here today and do this. This is something special. It's, you know, a lot of people don't get to do this, especially on their birthday. But, you know, there's been so many up and downs through my career. Coming into my senior year, COVID hit. And me and Coach always talked about, you know, before COVID, I mean, we were rolling. We had the program going. We had a bunch of dudes in here. And COVID hit, and things just kind of went south. I'm glad to say I never lost trust in God. I never lost faith in Him. Every day I came to God, and I was like, I trust in You, and I know You're going to make straight my paths. That's what He did, and I'm standing here today. So, everyone, I just said, thank you so much. I love you guys. Go Scots.
Thank everybody for being here. Miss Floyd, do you have anything? Coach Carter? You guys go back to class. Thank y'all for being here.